been 7 days, about 7 to 6 days since Astroworld dropped, the most anticipated album of the year, 2000, even in 2017, most anticipated album of the year. And I was off the Henny. As y'all know, I was off the Henny. If y'all watched the video, you know, I was turned out my mind. You know, I was sipping out the Chick-fil-A cup, and I was expecting a lot of hype tracks when I first listened to it. That's not what we got, and it kind of threw me off because y'all know I'm open to tracks like that. When artists use different sounds, different varieties, different genres, I'm definitely cool with that because I dabble with other genres, unlike some other people that only really like hype music. Travis Scott, when he kept preaching about going to Astroworld, we're gonna take a trip, see you there, I didn't really think, you know, like, I didn't think much of it. I thought that was just, you know, like, he's just preaching about this, you know, making up this imaginary world. But this album literally felt like we were introduced into this new world, into this new sound from Travis Scott. Now, when it comes to albums, some albums just sound good because, you know, the artist can make good tracks, good radio hits. But when you get albums like this, where Astroworld, I felt like the whole time I'm listening to this album, except for 2 tracks, I felt like I was literally in this circus atmosphere, you know, listening to these space themes. Like, I felt like I was really taking a trip to Astroworld. And at the end of the day, I think that's what I really appreciated the most. And, you know, Travis Scott really got that concept stuck in our heads. Now, when it comes to the album, I know I said a lot of these tracks were iffy for me. I think I said about 5 tracks were iffy for me when I first listened to it. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I think this is honestly better than Rodeo. Like, and I think I'm gonna make it, look. You know what? Get the video to 3,000 likes, and I'll do a Rodeo versus Astroworld for my reasons on why, because I'm not gonna get too much in that. We're just gonna talk about Astroworld right now, but I'm just gonna say that I think right now, as I listen to it, because I've listened to this like a million times now, and I don't even think that's an exaggeration. I think that this is better than Rodeo. Like, just the whole concept, you know, the production, where he was going with it. At first, there was a lot of tracks I really didn't like on here. Like Skeletons I didn't like. Astro Thunder was another one. Yosemite, even with Nash, Fisher Price, Mike Voice. Can't Say. Look, I can't tell you how much I skipped Can't Say for like the first 2 days. And then after multiple listens, I'm like, man, this shit is fire. Who is the other dude? Don Toliver. Don Toliver was the other dude on there. I definitely have to do a first listen on him, and I was impressed by that track. Another track that really grew on me was Who What. I really didn't like it at first. I thought it was just too Huncho Jack Huncho. And then I listened to Takeoff's verse, and it's every time Takeoff comes at the end, that man just he takes the fuck off, and he literally makes me love that track more and more. I always tell y'all, the sleeper of this album is Houstonfornication. A lot of people slept on Houstonfornication. I felt like that was the all-around Travie track that we grew up and loved. You know, it had that trap sound. It had all the ad-libs that we come to love from Travis Scott. It's lit, popping. It had all that, as well as that upbeat energy from Travis Scott that we've gotten from Rodeo, Days Before Rodeo. So I felt like that was his track right there. I don't know why a lot of people slept on that one. You know, the album started off so strong. You know, he came in with a strong 5. You know, Stargaze and Carousel, Sicko Mode, Rest in Peace, Screw, Stop Trying to Be God. And I told y'all, a lot of y'all don't believe me about slowing down tracks. RP Screw, Slow Down, I put y'all on a gym right there, because that shit is fire. And then another track that you slow down, Astro Thunder. Astro Thunder Slow is probably one of my favorite tracks. It's really hard to give a best track on here when y'all ask me about it, because y'all ask me what's the best track on here. For me, it really depends on the mood I'm in. Like, if I want to get hyped, then Houstonfornication is the best track on here. If I want to chill, you know, I want to be that mellow, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool as shit kind of dude, I listen to Stop Trying to Be God. If I want to take a journey, Astro Thunder is the best track on here, hands down. And the reason for that is because Thundercat had an influence on the production. If y'all didn't listen to Drunk by Thundercat last year, when I said it was one of my top 5 albums last year, I think I had it at number 2 behind Flower Boy. If y'all haven't listened to Drunk, and y'all like To Pimp a Butterfly, go listen to Thundercat Drunk, because it has the same sounds from, you know, These Walls and Complexion. You know, like, it has those same sounds. So I definitely, if there's one guy that can be an Astroworld type of dude, it's Thundercat. Obviously, RP Screw is another one where I'm just like if I'm off the lean or something, no, I'm saying, look, don't drink lean, my bad. I mean, if you off the Henny, my bad, then, you know, RP Screw is another one. The hit track on here is Sicko Mode. Everybody loves Sicko Mode because of Drake. And you know, after, like I said, it's so dumpster that it's fire. I'm gonna stick by that. A lot of y'all said I missed the line where he was talking about, oh, he didn't say that he knocked out for 13 hours on the Xan. He did say that. He said took a flight 13 hours and out like a light. Out like a light. What the fuck do you mean out like a light? That means sleep. He was asleep for 13 hours. I didn't say that. Drake said that. I still think that was the softest rap line of 2018. I mean, I don't care what you say, milligrams or not. I took half a Xan and I was fine. And you know, like, I'm a 5'8" nigga. 175, 5'8". Drake is a grown ass man. Like, the man should not be knocking out over half a Xan for 13 hours at that. 9 hours, 10 hours, okay. 13 hours straight, you're a grown ass man, bro. I'm gonna tell you the tracks that actually grew on me. Carousel, Skeletons. Skeletons is fire. I definitely love Skeletons, man. I love the production all around Skeletons. I don't know what kind of guitar that is that's playing, but whatever it is, that shit is fire. It just gives that weird vibe. And you know, having The Weeknd coming on, it gives that dark vibe. Like I said, the whole album was you know, surrounded by the concept of creepy and dark and, you know, clown music, and like it just had like I said, out of this world, outer space. You know, that's why I like the album. Wake Up was a track that I felt like it should belong on the radio along with Sicko Mode. Well, Sicko Mode was fire, but Wake Up I feel like is a track that's gonna be on the radio, that he did that just to please the radio heads, because I felt like it didn't fit in the album. I did like the drop in The Weeknd's hook in the second verse. I like that, kind of like how he dropped and, you know, started going into that slow shit. A lot of people are gonna love it just because of Abel. I think it was, you know, for having an Abel back to back, I don't think it was really good. You know, if you kept it at Skeletons, that would have been fire. Also, Yosemite. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't listened to Gunner, but Gunner, my bad, Gunner. I don't want to disrespect Gunner, but I didn't like his verse at first. You know, it catches on. I just like the way he flows, you know. Nav, I wish they would have did better with Nav, but like I said, that was a technical issue. Maybe they might fix it in a deluxe version. The one track I say I don't like on here is NC-17 with 21 Savage. I truly don't like that track. I like 21 Savage's verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some fire dumpster. I'm not gonna lie, it's some fire dumpster, but I wouldn't skip NC-17. But at the same time, I'm not out there, you know, I'm not gonna open my app and be like, oh, Astroworld, NC-17, I need to listen to that. That's not my flavor. And another track a lot of people slept on, I like how he kind of slowed it down, had that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy vibes in Coffee Bean. He kind of gave us a different side of him, and I'm just like, you know what, Travis Scott, you know, like a lot of people, you know, he influenced Kanye, Kanye influenced him. At this point, I don't care who influenced who. I'm just glad that they come together and they made a beautiful album, no pun intended. And now that, you know, he's kind of showing his own style and kind of showing you that I can do the same thing that Ye did, that one of the greats did in my own album. I liked how he just shifted the direction from Coffee Bean, from all the hype tracks that we got at the beginning, and you know, like at the end, it just gave, like I said, it was an outro to a dark album. And it was wavy. Like I said, Carousel, even with the Frank Ocean feature, Carousel, I didn't like Carousel as much as a lot of people liked it. Because the beat, I think the beat drop was the one thing that everybody was getting hyped to. And then I listened to it again in the whip. Oh my God, Carousel is fuego. Like, that bitch be going in. Man, look, my favorite tracks on here, like, let me get out of here before I start talking too much, man. My favorite tracks on here, RP Screw, Stop Trying to Be God, Skeletons, Astro Thunder, and Houston Fornication. And Can't Say. That's my top 6 right there. I'm not going to give you an order because I really don't have an order for it. It just depends on my time and place, my environment. But I feel like, man, there's really no bad track on here except No Bystanders and NC-17. I don't, look, y'all told me Juice WRLD was on Bystanders, No Bystanders, and I said Juice WRLD is one of my favorite upcoming artists. But I just don't like that track. Fuck the club up. Fuck the club. Like, it does nothing for me. It gets kind of annoying to me. There's only 2 tracks on here that I dislike. Y'all gotta understand, man, this album was 17 tracks, right? Rodeo was what, 13, I think? 13 or 14? I think it was even, yeah, it was 13, maybe even 12. So when you compare that, for an album to consist of so many tracks and to stay consistent throughout the whole album, I think that's amazing. I'm just gonna keep it like that, man. Like I said, get the video to 3,000 likes. I'll do an Astroworld versus Rodeo video, and I'll tell you my reasons why. But I'm just saying, Astroworld is probably one of the best albums of the year, and if not, Travis Scott's best work to date as a complete body of work. And I know the only thing I hate about it is that it had so much hype that's the only thing that really diminished it was the hype. If it didn't have as much hype and it was just one of those albums we're going into to listen, this album would have been received very well by the masses. But the fact that it has so much hype in the era that we live in, a lot of people just like to hate on success. The cool thing to do is just hate and not really open up and understand. Like that's what it is. Like, and y'all can say I'm a hypocrite to that. No, I actually try to listen to mumble rappers and try to understand and feel them. That's why I said Painting Pictures has grown on me. Kodak Black has grown on me. There's artists that grow on me. But if something is trash, I'm not scared to have the opinion to tell y'all that it's trash. I'm not scared of y'all. A lot of people in this world are scared. They want to be sheep. They want to follow. And that's another thing I need to make a video about. Stop trying to be God about that video. But let me get out of here before I start talking too much. I'll talk your ears off. I'll motherfucking talk your drawers off, bitch, if you give me a bit. But hey, this has been your boy Dev. Till the next time, don't forget, follow me on social media. Let me know you're here. I got a Patreon. Donate $1 if you want to support me. Look, $1 in a dream. If $1 really helps me out, it goes a long way. If 5,000 people gave me $1, this channel will flourish. I'm just going to keep it like that. Till the next time, this has been your boy Dev. We out. Thank y'all for supporting. Let me know what was y'all favorite tracks and what tracks did y'all dislike in Astroworld. Let me know if it lived up to the hype, and let me know has it grown on you since it released. Let me know all those questions, man. Get in the comment box below. Put it all below. I read them all. I like them. I give them the hearts, and I'm still fucking talking. Yeah.